If you actually care about the message, stopping animal exploitation, then you don't care who the messenger is or how they deliver the message.
I am so sick of stupid humans thinking fish are swimming vegetables. No amount of animal abuse is okay. So in Steve's post, he claims to be on our side, on vegan side. But it's not about being on the side of vegans, it's about being on the animal side. This isn't some trendy club you join. You cannot advocate for animals while you're fucking eating them. You know better, Steve. You know better. You educated yourself and you still went back. The truth is, you are a flesh-eating hypocrite.
Hey, check out my new ebook, My Naked Lunchbox. It's 242 pages teaching you how to basically unfuck your life. Packed with cruelty-free lunchbox recipes, over 60 full color recipe photos. Link in the description below.
Hey, I'm speaking up for the voiceless. All that they wanna do is live, so let them live. The voiceless. Hey, I'm speaking up for the voiceless. All that they wanna do is live, so let them live.
No person or group is able to put you off going vegan or put you off stating that you're a vegan if you care about liberating animals. It's not a social club. It's an ethical lifestyle to end animal exploitation.
Okay, so today's video is on Steveo. This jackass made one of those cringy weak "vegans are attacking me" posts on Instagram within the last 24 hours or so, and it really pissed me off. You know, a post specifically insulting animal rights activists. The ones who actually care in this world, basically calling them arseholes. So I want to get to that post in a minute. So a little bit of a backstory on Steve. He once claimed to be a vegan. He even protested against SeaWorld and their exploitation of sea life, which is fucking fantastic, by the way, but it doesn't give you a free pass to then exploit animals in the future. Anyway, at the time I was like, finally, a celebrity who actually gets it. And vegans all around the world celebrated. However, on closer inspection, I then find out he was in fact exploiting animals during this time as a vegan via his TV show called Killer Karaoke. And eventually he selfishly goes back to exploiting and eating the very animals that he is protesting for. Yes, sea life, fish. And then this guy has the nerve to get angry at vegans for calling him out on this hypocrisy, for speaking up for his victims. When it comes to the rights of animals, Steve is regressing, not progressing, and he expects vegans to be supportive of that. So, before I unleash, let me just say, regardless of how freaking ridiculous these posts are, or how cruelly Steve lives now, it's a good thing that he posted this. Yes, believe it or not, it's a good thing because we must have this conversation about animal suffering. We must open the conversation, and that's what's happened on his page. People are discussing it back and forth. Any attention for their suffering is good. Whether people saying bad things or good things, it is all good because they are suffering in silence. And we must have this conversation. And as frustrating as it is, the fact that more people are talking about dropping veganism means that veganism is actually gaining massive momentum in the mainstream. And that's what we want. So naturally, we are going to see this relative increase in these pathetic, "I am no longer vegan, vegans are attacking me," all these sort of posts and videos. That will naturally happen. That doesn't mean we let him off the hook, if you know what I'm saying. So let's talk about this anti-vegan post that he put up, which he actually changed multiple times. So I'm just going to read one version at this point.
So, fuck, vegans can be annoying. To all the combative, annoying vegans who are choosing to attack me for not forcing veganism on my cats and for not being a strict, militant vegan myself, even though I haven't eaten any other meat than fish for well over 10 years. Please consider that you're doing more harm than good. Maybe stop working so hard to pit people who are on your team against you. Update. I was strictly and religiously vegan for 4 years and have been periodically on and off fish since then. I have never once claimed to be vegan during any period when I was eating fish. All vegans who are continuing to attack me today are all completely missing the point. For animal advocates to attack others for not advocating enough only creates a self-inflicted wound for the animal rights movement and adds to the stereotype that vegans are annoying assholes. Okay.
So Steve, the fact that you had to edit your caption multiple times shows your internal conflict. Stop trying to make this about your cat and people attacking you for you not making your cat vegan. This is about you eating fish. You're only trying to add value and weight to your crazy militant vegans argument by bringing in the cat comment. Steve, let's get something straight from the get-go. You were not vegan. You were never vegan. Because vegans would never go back to exploiting and eating animals. Never, ever. End of story. It's that simple. But plant-eating species do go back. And they often make whiny posts like yours to try to justify it. Listen, veganism is not a cuisine. It's not some trendy diet you try for a couple of years and then drop later. It's a lifestyle for life. Done. For life. It's a lifestyle that humans adopt in order to cause the least harm possible to animals. Don't even try and be a friend of the movement. You cannot advocate for animals while you're fucking eating them. You are not even a supporter of veganism because you do exactly what veganism opposes. You deliberately cause the suffering and death of innocent animals. Your post basically makes you an anti-vegan activist. You are a perpetrator of abuse and death, just like others who support animal exploitation by eating them and their byproducts. But you're actually worse because you know better, Steve. You know better, you educated yourself and you still went back. The truth is, you are a flesh-eating hypocrite. But this is not even about you, Steve. You are not the victim. Stop whining about your fragile feelings and taking the focus of the actual victims, which are the animals you exploit and eat. I am so sick of stupid humans thinking fish are swimming vegetables. They are animals too. They are sentient beings. They experience pain as we do. They want to live as badly as we do. Paying others to pull them from their home, suffocate them, and slice them up for our meal is a cruel, immoral act. Make no mistake. And as vegans, we must speak up for them, not just for land animals, but also the animals in the water. Look, Steve, it's obvious that you feel annoyed and judged by those vegans calling you out because you are a hypocrite. And you know it. That's why you felt guilty enough to post about this to try to comfort your fragile ego by getting support from the meaty masses and from the plant-based circle jerk. And yes, it worked. And rather than address valid vegan arguments, you immaturely clutch to these vegan stereotypes and promote hatred against good people who have the guts to speak up for your victims. And let's not forget how hypocritical it is of you to claim others are annoying when your whole fucking profession is about annoying people. You know, so it's okay for you to annoy thousands of motorists as you're protesting against SeaWorld and their exploited sea life, but vegans are suddenly assholes when they're calling you out for then eating exploited sea life. So in Steve's post, he claims to be on our side, on vegan side. But it's not about being on the side of vegans. It's about being on the animal side. This isn't some trendy club you join. This isn't about people. You know, vegans are not the victims. Animals are. I'm not a vegan for other people. I'm not a vegan so people tattoo my name on their arm or that they worship me as some celebrity vegan or so I can say I'm part of some elite group or so my name goes down in history. I'm a vegan for animals, and so is every other actual vegan. I'm here to bring attention to their suffering and to make a real fucking difference. And with one of the oldest vegan channels on YouTube with over 300 million views for veganism, it's obvious I'm doing that. You don't have to like me because this isn't about me. Just as this is not about you, Steve. Stop making this about your fragile feelings. This is about an absolute living hell. This is about abuse, torture, and death. There is nothing more serious than that. Stop trivializing this evil to your audience. So people, even vegans, tell me to shut up and leave him alone, and he's doing enough for the animals. No amount of animal abuse is okay. Get it through your skull. No amount is okay. Just as no human slavery is okay, no animal exploitation is okay. And that's exactly what Steve is advocating for when he eats fish. Steve is not immune to criticism. He put up this public post to over 4 million followers, and then he continues in the comments implying that upfront vegans are assholes and, promoting hatred against people who actually care the most, shaming these individuals who are just like, Steve, what the fuck is going on? You protested against SeaWorld for exploited sea life, and now you're eating exploited sea life. Explain yourself, which he hasn't. I know some of you will be like, I'll freely calm down, he's just eating fish. Well, screw that. All animals' lives matter, not just your pets' lives, not just the animals that you say are more important. And this is all before we get to the environmental destruction caused by eating sea life. Your actions have consequences, Steve. It's estimated by the year 2050 that all our oceans will be completely fished out. No more sea life, thanks to people like yourself who are eating that sea life. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this video here. Steve, look, it's 2019. It's so easy to be vegan, but actually learn what vegan is. It's so easy, it is ridiculous. You have no excuse. You've been debunked many times. Wake up and stop being a real life jackass.